Hello guys, this is a what if all for one had another, let's just say, had a youngest brother. What if this brother acquired a new type of quirk other than something different from both of his brother? What if this brother was with all for one? What if this brother was the one who is able to defeat all for one? Now we start our story with all for one, the eldest one. The same thing as the story says, how all for one wanted to, let's just say, unify people, create a society where power exists, but it backfired. People started to discriminate against the quirk people because how they were freed. The fucking quirk people are gonna literally destroy them, but it's literally true. Now, same as the anime story, how all for one gave his brother, the first user of one for all, giving him another ability to make him his pawn, but something changed. His brother acquired something different, a power that could stand up to his brother. But before the first user of one for all could stand up to his brother, his youngest brother was caught into all for one's game. As all for one's youngest brother quirk was indestructible body, a body that is able to, let's just say, withstood anything. Literally a fucking steel body, but then again it didn't turn into steel, but a indestructible body. His vulnerability was so much that even all for one couldn't stand it. He wanted his quirk, but the quirk one damn transferred to him. He wasn't able to steal it. Shit. Now, all for one drugged his youngest brother to make him obey his every order, making him addicted to drug, giving him drug every day of his life. His brother pushed many quirk into him, thinking, making his brother a first ummm that he wanted to create. But every quirk that all for one pushed onto our main character, or all for one youngest brother, he didn't show any sign of power. He was broken. His face, everything was broken to the point that he lost all hope. All broken. But to announce to both all for one and all above one users, when all for one pushed down few finest quirk into his youngest brother, the quirk changed. His brother quirk evolved into something different. The quirk became invincibility. His body became invincible to any amount of anything, pain, anything. Not even a bullet can pierce through his body. He's even able to survive into the deepest part of the sea. He is even able to survive in cold. The youngest brother rebelled against his brother, joining his other brother, the user of all for one. They both fought all for one in an equal footing, as all for one was, but they couldn't defeat him. But in their deepest time, both of the brothers passed down their quirk to both one individual. For one for all, it was similar as the anime, but nah, it's not gonna go into deku right now. Now you see, for all above one generation user, the first user had super strength and invincible body. The second user having flight ability. To have him the ability to flight. Ultimately, the third user having the ability to ice breath. The fourth user, I'm just fucking literally spamming everything. Oh, and you see, all above all users, they're different. You see, they don't fucking become heroes. Nope, they don't care about heroes. It's literally bullshit for them. So they're vigilantes or crime boss, in a way, crime boss mainly. But hey, they're vigilantes. All user of all over one was vigilante. Now the fourth user having the ability to ice breath. Fifth, laser vision. Yes, laser vision. Do you have any problem? No. Okay. Now the sixth user. I wanna give him something special myself, but the fifth user having fuck you all lightning. Yes, I don't care what the people say lightning. He has a fucking lightning quirk. Now the power, you see, the lightning quirk is not similar to was anything that you see. The lightning quirk was he was the fucking Tesla, you can say. He literally absorbs lightning. So after getting all above all, he can literally produce lightning, red lightning in a way. But let's just say all above all users, when they receive all above all, their body change. Let's just say their body go up to a weirdest mutation as they can, making their body to adaptable to all above all or all above all. Now for the sixth user. Yes, the sixth user having the fucking ability of creation. I don't fucking care what people say, fucking creation. Yes, I wanna do something else here. Having the ability to create weapons and many other things, not only just addicted to weapon but also many things. When he received all above all, he got a significant amount of very fucking power boost. And he was able to also make a different type of quirk that also merged with all above all. The quirk was called Rage Enhance Boost. Rage Enhance or Mad Enhancement Boost. Yes, Mad Enhancement. The Mad Enhancement literally increases strength 500 times, let's just say. Yes. Now, after getting the seventh user, the seventh user was not that much a special deal, but I need it. You see, the seventh user having ability to adapt into many situations he can. So it was a useless in a way, but then again it was good for fighting purposes. But he really wanted to be a hero. So yeah, the seventh user, his name was Savitar. This is the character that I'm going to give Deku his quirk. Savitar, having the ability to adapt to any situation he like Tyrant or Incursio from Akamega Kill. He has that ability, but then again he had to train many hard for having this ability. After receiving all above all, his ability grew significantly. He was the greatest user of all above all. He was able to even adapt to all above all full strength. Many users has tried this, but they weren't able to get into their full strength by all above all. But he was the first ever user who is able to go up to all above all full strength, even killing all for one. Because that Nana was able to survive this battle. Yes, Nana is fucking alive. Now I'm gonna age down Nana a little bit here. All Might is for 43 in the anime or some fucking shit, but 60 is fucking in her 50s. Yes, she is in her fucking 60 right now. So yeah, Nana is 60 years old right now. Not 16, 60. She is 60 years old right now. So fuck yes, she's alive. And All for One have a grudge against the user of all above all, as he said, that wretched quirk. I made that monster. I have to kill that fucking ability, or else he's gonna rip me up someday. As he noticed, every user it passed down, it becomes stronger every time. As he said, this cannot be happening. No, nope. As our story starting the same as this, you see, Izuku look as the same as Daniel, but he's gonna change soon. You see, since Izuku was born, he used to admire heroes and others same. But in this what if Izuku has a sister, and Izuku does not admire All Might. Nope, he does not admire All Might. He admires the number 2 hero, Savitar. He admires him like a god. He liked his everything, every merch that he can. He even said, "If I become a hero, I will literally have his costume." Now, for wondering, yes, Izuku is gonna have that costume with him, so he's not gonna wear that. You see, the costume that you're seeing in the picture. Izuku is gonna wear it very soon, but not right now at least. When let's just say, when he gonna go? Let's just say after coming into his internship. Yes, Izuku is gonna wear this. I certainly plan. I do plan to go to internship arc. I guess I can maybe. Now, hey, stop bickering. Let's start with the go. Now, he literally admired Savitar. His speed, his strength, he admired everything about him. Izuku was in the anime, just like in the anime, Izuku admired All Might also, but for his quirk, nothing else. Izuku always wondered what could All Might and Savitar's quirk be, because every time they are in a conference or interview, they dodged the question about quirk part. But for Savitar, he could answer. He just said, "My quirk, adaptation. I can adapt to many people, many things." As some people think it was the ultimate ability, ultimate quirk, but then again it was not. It was a lie, but a bullshit he created, but it was also a truth, he had it. Now, everything happened the same when Izuku knows that he doesn't have a quirk. But his sister had. Izumi, Midoriya have a quirk. The quirk of... Yes, the fuck is the pyrokinesis quirk that Izuku should have in the canon. She could manipulate fire to some extent. Even she could also create fire from her. She could also manipulate the fire that she blows from her mouth. So she has a strong one. For Izuku, when he heard that he was devastated every time he heard, he was devastated. When they returned home, Izuku silently went into his room and started watching the Savitar's video as Savitar inspirational speech. He was may not like All Might, saving people in daylight, saving people in a camera, but he was not like All Might. He admired the hero because there was something about the hero that he always liked. He was listening to some god level speech that Savitar used to give. He also still gives the speech till this day also. As Izuku listened to one particular speech that said, "Be that type of person. When in the morning your feet touch the floor, the devil will say, 'Shit, they're up.'" This kind of inspiration speech inspired Izuku more and more, but still, tears pouring down from his face as he said, "How can I be this person if I don't have power?" As then he heard another said, "Even if you are quirkless, you still hold the potential to be the number one." He said in the video, this was the thing that Izuku wanted. This was the drive that his own personal favorite hero will say this. He wanted to listen more. But then his mother and sister both burst into the door as they saw how Izuku was crying as he watching Savitar's video. As they both hugged Izuku on his side, as Izuku still shouted as he said, "Can I be a hero just like Savitar?" For Izumi, she wanted to say that yes Izuku, you can, but Inko just said, "I'm sorry Izuku, I'm sorry." As they all started to cry. For Izumi, she wanted to scream that yes you can, but she knows also the harsh reality. They may be 4-year-old, but they do know the harsh reality of Izuku. After that day, Izuku started to train his body to this point, to the point of exhaustion. He was always tired. He would always used to work out in many ways, but his body still won't fucking budge. Now, you see, the problem of Izuku's body was he inherited this body from his father. You see, the Hasashi Midoriya's body. However, he trained, but for the problem, his body won't even grow stronger. Yes. However, he trained, his body will grow weak throughout the time. That's why Hasashi Midoriya died in a very young age after giving birth to Izuku and Izumi. Having a very weak body at birth, Izuku inherited the weak body part. He may train intensely. He may train to gain more body fat, but his body stays the same, skinny as shit. But throughout the time, his body started to die down a little bit, but he pushed past those things. He lived his life. He used to wear baggy clothes to not to show his skinny body to anyone. But inside, both Izumi and Inko know that Izuku will die at a certain point. They know he will turn into the point of exhaustion where he is able to die, but they are not gonna question anything. They let Izuku do whatever they want. For Izumi part, after the age of 5, Izumi changed. She bullied Izuku because she didn't want Izuku to die. She loved her brother way too much for normal perspective. She and her brother had that bond that nobody could forget. But Izumi, she was feared for Izuku because if he tried to be a hero, he will die. He will die trying. He will never be able to succeed. Izumi didn't want her brother. She didn't want to lose her brother in that way. She asked her friends how could she do that. Her friends, let's just say, for mainly her friends were Bakugo Katsuki, Shoto Todoroki, yes, fuck you all, In Tsubaki, yes, from One Punch Man, Tsubaki Shinra from one. Now Shinra, she doesn't have the fucking Shinra name. Her first name is Tsubaki, but last name Shinra, so yes, Tsubaki is gonna be here. She has the same fucking power as the One Punch Man, yes, but she is still not that strong, but she can levitate herself in the air. As Bakugo suddenly said, we could do something to make him afraid of quirks. Said, how? Izumi said, we could bully him, we could attack him with our quirk and make him feared of quirk, then he will drop his dream. As Izumi thought, being a little mind, as she started to think, said, maybe. As after that, but Izumi said maybe, but do not try anything. As Bakugo did not listen the maybe part. When Izumi went to go to play with her some female friends, Bakugo Katsuki and Shoto Todoroki, both of them started the grand plan. They both hated Izuku since they were little. It's a natural effect for both of them had for Izuku because how Izumi would hug her brother to herself. They would always want to hang out with Izumi, but she would deny it every time because she would take care of her she take care of her big brother. Yes, Izuku is the eldest son. They both hated that. They both hated how Izumi always took care of Izuku. They all wanted that part. When they were little, their attraction grew for Izumi. For Shoto, he was stone-faced, so he wouldn't say that out loud. But for Bakugo, let's just say he was bold about his decision, so he just clearly stated to Shoto, said, "Hey, oi, icy hot, don't even dare try to hug all Izumi to you." Said, as Shoto was just stone-faced, said, "What are you gonna do, terrorist?" Now, if you're wondering, I'm literally talking about they're in the middle school right now, so yeah. Throughout the all year, they bullied Izuku secretly. They even threatened Izuku not to tell what they did to him. Izumi never bullied Izuku because she loved her brother way too much to even bully him. So she would always patch him up every time, but because of this, Bakugo and Shoto's anger would grow. But unknowns to all of them, Tatsumaki, I'm very sorry. Tatsumaki, she was growing very angry at his both friends' antics, as how they always bullied Izuku. She was the one who was always beside Izuku, as they were afraid of her because her quirk maybe looked weak, but it was way stronger for her age. She was even able to lift up a whole fucking truck, so you can say how strong is she. She always defended Izuku, but then again, she gain a little knowledge about the real life at a young age. Both Izuku and Tatsumaki, they both get a knowledge how the world was. Tatsumaki, for her case, she started to grow hated towards the heroes. She started to grow even hated toward her friends, but a minus for Izuku. She, on the other hand, liked Izuku. Izuku was the one who kept her interest of hero. Izuku was the one reason she wanted to be hero. To take care of Izuku so nobody could hurt him. For Tatsumaki, her case was something different. She doesn't know even she has a crush on Deku. That attraction, she doesn't even know how that attraction grow. But for her, she knows that she will literally go up to will anything, do anything. She will do anything for him. So yeah, they don't try to bully Izuku, but then again they bullied Izuku in secrecy, so they won't get caught, and Tatsubaki or Izumi won't literally attack them. For Izuku may not face bullying in school, but he used to face bullying whenever his saviors went with him. The bully used to beat him to a bloody pulp, but one of the friends had a healing quirk. He would heal Izuku the point and hit him again. The pain, it was sometimes broke our little Izuku in many ways, but he stayed quiet. They never left any bruise into his body. It would always heal. So nobody had a proof. Izuku's life, he grew a trauma toward both Katsuki and Shoto. For Shoto's case, when Shoto got the scar, he started to become distant toward both his friends and Katsuki. For Katsuki's case, it was his opportunity. It was his fucking opportunity to see how he get Izumi into his side. And for Katsuki, he grew a little more arrogant than usual. Let's just say, even if someone even try, and let's just say Katsuki has this kind of attitude. Let's just say he wants fucking person to acknowledge his strength. Yes, he doesn't have this kind of question. He wants person to acknowledge his strength. He wants person to bow to him like a king. Fuck that king shit. I literally wanna slap Bakugo myself. His mother grew tired of this attitude as she said to Master. I said, Master, this attitude is going way too out of hand. As Master also said, but Master for himself, he couldn't do anything right there. Baku would yell like his mother, but Master was a fucking scaredy cat. Yes, the male was let's just say the male was not confident enough. Unlucky male. For let's just say Mitsuki grew way too tired of this attitude as she go on a fucking long business trip like Hasashi in the anime. Yes, so Baku is never literally raised with his mom, so he was not in check, and Master literally spoiled that brat way too much. As for Izuku, unbeknownst to him, his sister affection for her brother started to grow on unnatural level. Like she sometime even in the middle of the night she came to his room and slept with him. Yes, Even for Izuku facing bullying, he was a very big heavy sleeper in the night at least. He wouldn't wake up if the world is fucking getting destroyed. Yep, he wouldn't wake up. He was a heavy sleeper. So Izumi took the advantage of this. She in the middle of the night, she snuck up into Izuku's room as she slept with him many times. As Izumi liked his warmth, everything about Izuku she started to like. In her mind, Izuku was the perfect man for her, but then again, it was her brother. She wondered if it is possible or not, but then again, she was hesitant immensely. Even if Izuku was quirkless, his face was still good. He was still good looking, so some of the girls tried to even ask Izuku out, but Izumi put up some fake rumors. So yeah, they think Izuku is gay, so hey, they don't literally go close to Izuku. But for Tatsumaki, when she heard about this and she confronted Izuku, as Izuku said, "What the fuck? Nope, I'm not fucking interested into fucking dudes. I'm into girls. Why?" As Tatsumaki said, "No reason. Just I heard a rumor." Okay, Izuku maybe sound like confident, but Izuku was not confident. He was shutting all that apart. Now Tatsumaki when comforted Izumi, she said she saw those rumors so the other girls won't, I for Tatsumaki as she grew a little disgusted toward Izumi as she said, "He's your brother, As Izumi said, "I don't care what you say. I don't care what people say. Fuck you," she said as she left. As for Tatsumaki as she just said, "How amusing. I wonder how the relationship will go if Izuku compel with her." Huh. But it's never gonna happen but hey, the future holds different things. As we go to the last day of middle school, Izumi was not in the same class as Izuku, but Tatsumaki was. So yeah, it was a different school by the way. If you're wondering, nope, they are in a different school. As the teacher says, "So who do you guys wanna be heroes and other stuff?" The same thing. And this teacher was just civilized, so he didn't literally throw the papers away like a fucking asshole. So he just said, so the one of you gonna be heroes and apply to big school like UA or Shiketsu High are pretty clever of you. Oh, our UA Big Four has now our school Big Four has applied to go to UA. That's interesting. The teacher said, "Big Four," as a whisper started to heard. The Big Four, they're gonna go to UA. I'm sure Izumi-chan is gonna get there. I said, "Nah, Tatsumaki is gonna surely get there," some other students said. "And what about Bakugo and Shoto?" Shoto might, some girls said, and said, "What about Bakugo?" A female student said. He is not able to get in. With his attitude, I hope he doesn't get in, as she just said it outright as Bakugo said, "What did you say, bitch?" As the girl stayed quiet because she didn't want to face Bakugo's anger. As Bakugo, let's just say, he grew angry, very angry. Bakugo grew way angry on that part, so the teacher laughed a little bit and he said, "Wow, I laughed after a very long time." As he said, "Izuku, you wanna go to UA?" As the class was deadly silent. Now why weren't they laughing? Because they know how Izuku's life was, as they pitied Izuku sometimes. The girl mainly pitied Izuku, so yeah, they didn't laugh. But the person who laughed was Bakugo Shoto. They both started to laugh. The class just silent because they know how Tsubaki is gonna react when even every single one will start to laugh with them. When they were laughing, suddenly there was a green aura engulfed Tatsumaki as she both threw Bakugo and Shoto out of the classroom. So let's just say, for simplicity and safe case, they were on the second floor. Yes. So they survived. Shoto somehow. And Bakugo, explosion motherfucking freak. He survived, of course he was survived. As they had a few broken ribs, not ribs, let's just a few broken bones is gonna be healed. They had a healing course student, so yeah, fuck, they are fucking fine. As they said, damn it, we shouldn't have laughed. As Shoto said, yeah, Bakugo, you're right. Shut up, you icy freak, it's all because of you, said, because of me. We both laugh, as said, I guess, as they start to wince in pain. As for Tatsubaki, as she get close to Izuku, as she just said, "It's okay, Izuku. You could try. You could be a hero if you try. Maybe," she said. And she muttered a little bit. Maybe if you fail this, you might understand you cannot be a hero," she said to herself. As Izuku heard, Izuku grew a little sad. As the class ended, Izuku was packing his bag as Tsubaki had her little baby sister, yes, Fubaki. Fuck you all, Fubaki was 9. As the little sister was coming out of school, so she had to leave early. She's fly from the school. As for Izuku, he was getting ready for getting out of school, as Izuku was waiting for him on the outside gate. As Izuku was packing his bag, then suddenly two shadows came up to his desk. As some of the boys and girls said, poor him, poor Midoriya," as the girl also whispered. "I wish we could do something for him. These two bullies are always on his back for some reason." "Yeah, I know. It's all because of they are fucking jealous that Tsubaki-chan is literally protecting him." "Yeah, but I don't get it. Why Tsubaki-chan protects him?" "Maybe she likes him," one girl said. "Maybe," the boy said. "But we respect their decision. And they're gonna be a cute couple if they are into relationship." Then one girl said, "Yeah, I cannot deny that fact. Both are green, so maybe." As they stopped talking, as let's just say Bakugo and Shoto, they both grow a little angry. The both of them did not like Tatsumaki, but they had a little crush before, but they know they do not have a fucking chance with her, so they just fucking leave her. Tatsumaki might act like a little tsundere, but she was cute around Izuku at cost. So she was, you see, in her middle school, she was known as a terrible tornado. Yeah, the school literally feared her about her ability. As Izuku, let's just say, his life is still fucking bullshit all. Bullshit life, bullshit all, everything. As Bakugo said the same thing as the anime said, take a sign off the roof and pray for a better cock in your next life. As this was said to Izuku, Izuku was about to compile with this, but he said, "Be this kind of person. When you wake up in the morning, the devil will say, shit, they're up. Don't give up on yourself so soon. Try to your fullest. Try until the end. But try again if you had a second chance." This word kept ringing in his bell, ringing in his head as he stayed strong. But then again, he had a little, let's just say, having a little doubt in himself. As he said, "Will I able to?" As Izuku's mental state was getting more and more fucked up. Izuku always tried to hide from both of them, but both of them defiant as they leave Izuku to that. As Izuku was going down the same tunnel as he was crying, said, "Damn it, don't break down, damn it," as he was still crying. But then the sludge villain came, as the sludge villain was suffocating the young man. As All Might came, but to unleash to both Izuku or the sludge villain or even All Might, there was another hero, the number 2 hero, Savitar. He was using one of his quirks ability, invisibility. He wanted to observe the little kid because one of his quirks granting him the ability to feel intense emotion. As the number 2 hero, he felt the emotion of disappointment, hopelessness, the emotion of despair, everything that he once used to have. It caught his attention as he wanted to see the little kid for a moment, or brat in his case. As All Might saved Izuku is exactly the same as the anime, as he wanted to ask All Might one question. He may be not his idol, but he was a hero, his sister's favorite hero, so he wanted to ask if a quirkless person can be a hero like him. Okay. As Izuku take the foot of All Might, as All Might leave, the same as the anime, as All Might did give him the autograph, by the way. Izuku does not like that. He liked number 2 hero's autograph. Now Izuku here. As for the number 2 hero, he also followed behind them using his flight ability. As he followed behind both of them, he saw how All Might transformed into the defeated form. He knows that how All Might got this, but it was never first time seeing this. As he said, wow, he literally fucking become a fucking skeleton. That's interesting. As he says, looking at the man. As after Izuku's coming out, Vishaka said, "Are you an imposter, same as the anime?" As Izuku said, "I have a little question for you, please, All Might. If you can answer it, please." I said, "Go on, young man." As Izuku said, "Can a quirkless person be a hero, a legendary hero like you, or even the number 2 hero?" As he said, he's closing his eyes. He was crossing his arms, said, "Please, please, please, please. Please don't be like other heroes. Please don't be like other heroes," as he was muttering. All Might didn't hear this, but the number 2 hero's avatar heard the murmuring and said, "The other heroes, what did they say?" He wondered. Then All Might said. All Might was silent for a moment as he said, "I'm sorry, young man, but without a quirk, it's impossible for you to become a number 1 hero like me. You may be able to be a hero by joining a hero school or any other thing, but there will be quirked villains who are having a very powerful quirk, even dangerous quirk sometime. How are you gonna able to save them when you don't have the power to save them?" As the number 2 hero was then there, disappointed at All Might, he said, "This motherfucker was also born quirkless." As he said, this person was born quirkless and he's just literally fucking up a little dream. He said, "That's why I hated the number 1 hero from the beginning. I may be friends with him, but I hated him," he said, growling. As he saw Izuku's facial expression, and in this what if, All Might didn't drop the bottle was in his hand. As Izuku's expression was broken. As he said, "The number 1 hero, the symbol of peace, said I am able to be a hero without a quirk." The number 1 hero explained in a way where Izuku could understand, but as number 1 hero said, "You know, kid, you could be a hero in a many way. Become a police officer or a firefighter. You could be a hero by that." As for Izuku's case, Izuku didn't want to be that. He wanted to enjoy the feeling of saving people. He wanted to enjoy the feeling of people are expecting him, people are smiling at him. He didn't want the money. Nope, he didn't want it. He didn't want the money or anything. He wanted just the people support, everything on that. How the people will support him at his everything. How people will say, Izuku. But his dream was crushed there. All Might said, "This crushed his more motive than anything." As he said, "If the number 1 hero said I cannot be a hero, then my idol might even say I cannot." As Izuku was mumbling that last part. As the number 2 hero said, as he said, "So I am his idol," he said, as All Might leave away from there. As for Izuku, he was just standing there, clenching his fist, as He just started to punching the. He started to punch the cement on the ground. As he said, "Damn, damn." He started to cry. This was the first time he cried. It was the first ever time he broke. He was hopeless this time. It was the first he lost all hope. But before he had hope. He had hope that somebody might acknowledge him. But today the hope got destroyed, the last hope that it remained. But he had still 5% of the hope left. He said, "I don't know if I can take this anymore." As he clenches his heart a little bit harder as he said, "This pain, why? Why do I feel it?" As he said, a little sobbingly more. Then he stopped crying as he said, "I have to be strong. I have to be strong. I will not give up, not right now yet at least. I gotta try still. I have the entrance exam. I hope I could." As the number 2 hero was thinking about this, as he said, "This boy is a fucking remnant like me. The boy is the younger version of me when I was hopeless. When I met my own number 1 hero, but he gave me hope. But this boy, the number 1 hero gave him false hope, break his dream." As the number 2 hero gripped his hand, as the damn all might. As he was thinking at first, should I give him my quirk, all above all? And if you're wondering if all of all is given to the other user, yes, the previous user still has the abilities. Now it will not be enhanced like other time. You see, the previous owner will have he will have the quirk still. Now which quirk? He will have 3 main quirk to him. He might not he is not able to access the flight or the other ones, but no, he is able to access the chosen few, like flight, invulnerability, laser vision. He is able to choose the 3. So he said, yeah, it's okay at least. As he said, now if you're wondering, if I said invisibility, you see, invincibility, not that invincibility. He is fucking undestructible. He cannot be destroyed by anything. Not even fucking nuclear bomb could destroy him. But hey, coke bomb could destroy him maybe. You see, as the 8th user of all above all, he gripped his hand. The 7th user of all above all, he gripped his hand. As he said, "This boy is exactly the younger version of me. I wonder if I am able to help him a little bit." As Izuku just got up. He had a look of broken. His eyes, it didn't show any emotion, no color, nothing. The eyes showed the emotion of hopelessness. He has lost all his hope against the hero society. His brain shifted into something else. As he remembered Bakugo and Shoto's advice said, if you want to cook so badly, you could jump down the roof and take a swing down of the roof and pray, get a good corking next life. As he said, if I can be a hero, then I don't deserve to live. As he started to go toward the edge of the building, as the number 2 hero got panicked, as he said, what? As when the number 2 hero was about to move, Izuku jumped. He fucking jumped from the building. He was falling. As he said, "I'm close. My all pain will end." As he remembered his old childhood, as he said, "At least I'll have peace. I may not be able to go to heaven, but hey, I will be able to go to hell." He said, as before he made contact to the ground, Izuku was saved by the number 2 hero. The number 2 hero said, "Brat, you did a literally fucking dumbest thing in the world." As Izuku just saw his idol, as he said, "Saboteur?" Said, "Yes, kid, I am Saboteur." As Saboteur just took him to another building. As he said, "So, kid, Why did you just take a swine out the roof now? As Izuku did not tell all my secret, as Sabato just said. Kid, I know, I have seen how the number one hero has said this to you, said the school words to you that you cannot be a hero even if you tried. As Izuku just at this moment Izuku was in a crying state, as said, don't cry kid, and before the kid cries more, the number two hero did something. He may never had was in a relationship, never. He was never into one because he thought his main duty was to defeat all for one. He he hugged the little kid. The Izuku feeling an embrace after a very long time other than his mother or sister. An embrace from a fatherly figure that he used to watch when he was little. As Izuku bawled his eyes out, as the cries, the second number two hero smiled as he said, "Take it all out, little kid, take it all out." As Izuku cried his eyes out. As after his finish, as number two hero gave a proposal to Izuku that would change his life for good. As the number two hero said, Izuku Midoriya, will you be the eighth successor of all above all? All above all, Izuku said. Yes, kid. Would you like to become my successor? As a successor, what do you mean by that? Said as he explained what all above all was. Now, all above all knows that all for one is not dead, so he literally clearly said to Izuku said, if you accept this quirk, you will gain unimaginable power, even able to suppress my own, because the quirk will get stronger throughout the generation. So, what do you say? Will you be the next eighth successor of all above all? As Izuku said, yes. He had tears running down his eye. He's remembering everything. Quirkless, you damn quirkless. You will never be a hero. He remembered every word. But today, it was one of his happiest days. As as uh, as Sabatar said, kid, be prepared. From tomorrow, I will train you. Get ready. We are gonna go to the Daggle Bar Beach at 7. Okay? As Sabatar flied off. As before he flied off, as he took Izuku by the hand, as he said, I'm gonna take you home. Where is your home? As Izuku just said the address, as he just gave Izuku, as he gave a lift to Izuku, as he said, and here is my number. As he disappeared, as for Izuku, having a new determined look, his eyes were even brighter than before as he entered the house with a smile. As he entered the house, his mother said, "Oh honey, you're home," as she stopped as she looked at Izuku's face. This smile, it was the first smile that first ever Izuku smile after a very long time. When when the doctor said he's quirkless, he stopped smiling. Now, today's smile, it was something that made Inko cry as she said, Izuku, you're smiling. As Izuku just said, yes mom, I'm smiling. Izuku's smile literally made Inko so happy to this point as she hugged the little baby. He said, so something good happened. Said, yes mom, something very very good happened. What? Said, it's a surprise mom. As Izuku went to his own room, now we are time skip to 6 in the morning. As Izuku wake up, as Inko said, son, where are you going in this early in the morning? As Izuku said, you see, someone is gonna train me to go to US, so I and him having meeting. So where are you meeting? As Izuku said, I'm somewhere. Said, okay. As for Izumi, she just was wanting to go to where Izuku was going, but she had some friends coming over. When Izuku was jogging, Tsutsumaki, let's just say, she was also jogging a little bit into her, jogging uniform a little bit, a sexy one at that. So a jogging uniform. As she said, as she saw Izuku, as she was returning from the jog because she was very sweaty. As Izuku blushed and look at her for a moment. As for Izuku, watching this as he said, ooh, ooh. As she just got a smirk a little bit, I said, yes, score one, fuck you, Izumi, she said. As she got a little bit close to Izuku, I said, do you have a fever, Izuku? Your face seems red. As Izuku got more flustered because, hey, first she was sweating and she was wearing see-through clothes, so yeah, fuck for him. As she just giggled and said, I gotta go, I gotta pick my sister for school. I said, bye, see you in the school, Izuku. Said, yeah. As Izuku left for there, as Izuku went into the Deku Bar Beach, as he saw the number 2 hero in his civilian form. As the civilian form, he was the same thing, but then again he was wearing different clothing. Izuku always admired the number 2 hero's sense of fashion sense, so he always liked it. As the number 1 hero started his training, the training to harness all for all. Now, it is not like all for one that he gotta train his body. You see, in this all for all above all does something interesting to the user's body. As he had a glowing thing in his hand. Let's just say there was energy in his hand that was glowing. As he said, Izuku, are you ready to receive all above all? As Izuku said yes. As the seventh successor of all above all placed his hand on Izuku's head, as he said, do you accept the responsibility of all above all, to become the pinnacle of power, to be the balance? As Izuku just nodded proudly, as said, Izuku Midori, I bestow upon you the power of all above all. As Izuku said, yes. As Izuku's body started to glow, as he clenched his body in pain. As Sabater said, kid, endure it. The quirk is entering into your body. As the quirk started to change Izuku's physical attribution. As he started to change his physical attribution more and more, his hair, it was still green. His eyes still green, emerald green eye, but the baby fat, it was all gone. He didn't have flickers anymore in his face. Nope, he didn't have flickers. His baby fat was completely gone. His body became few muscular, even more sized muscular. As for Sabater, he was forming a plan how to explain this to Izuku's mother. As he said, yep, I got a perfect plan. As Sabater created a fake body of Izuku. A fake clone, it's a cloning ability that Sabater has. It's not a good one, but it's for deception only. So a cloning ability Izuku got. This cloning ability was special. The cloning ability harnessed some special kind of attack apparently. You see, he created the exact clone of Izuku before he received all above all. The clone had a still life in his body, so he was standing there waiting for order what to give. As Izuku adjusted into his vision, as he saw something that changed, as he said, is that me? He said, but his voice was with more confidence voice. It was not the timid voice that he has said, is that me? He said to himself, as he said, wow, why do I sound differently? I said, you see, this is something that the quirk changes the user apparently, so this is the boost you will get. As he said, why do I feel my body is in so much power? It's something. As he said, you see, I have a perfect plan for you. How did you get your quirk? Said, how? This. As he literally not destroy, let's just say, he had a fake little story that he was hit by a car and he destroyed his face. As the clone face was destroyed, his body part was some of the part was destroyed also. As it was not that it was alive, clinging on to life still. As said, so what are you gonna do? As said, nothing. As an ambulance came and said, so Savitar ready? Said yes. As the ambulance member take the body, as they never question it because it was given to them by the order. As without question they took the fake body of Izuku, but it was still alive to them. As they took Izuku, as they said, when the car hit you, you forcefully awake your quirk and you become like this. Said, that's an something. That's unusual bullshit, really. Izuku cursed for the first time. Said, huh? Yeah, sorry, kid. I just forgot to tell you. See, when the quirk entered another user, or because of being the 8th user, your attitude is gonna be like me and the some other users. Said, huh? Interesting. As Izuku said, that's something, and for some reason, I do feel way powerful. As he said, we have given the news to your mother, so she's gonna be here any moment right now. So, as Savitar just looked at Izuku and said, "Go to sleep, man. Go to sleep." As Savitar just neck chopped Izuku, as Izuku just fall on the ground, said, "You bastard." I said, "Yep, my personality is still into him." As Savitar smiled and said, "He might be." As for just like the story, Izuku's mother came in and the doctor explained how he forcefully awakened Kork. Now the doctor was the close friends of Savitar, so yeah, and the doctor knows about all above all. Yes, a very trusted companion both for Izuku and Savitar. So yeah, fun fact, right? As the both daughter and mother, they were all worried about Izuku, and for Izumi, she was worried about her fucking love of her life. So yeah. As Tatsumaki also heard about this, as she also rushed over there to just watch Izuku if he's doing fine. As Tatsumaki came, as Izumi said, "Oh hey Tatsumaki-chan, how you are here?" Said, "Of course, where is Izuku?" She said, "Oh." As she had a little smile and said, "You know what, Tatsumaki, Izuku awakened his quirk." Said, "Huh?" Tatsumaki was baffled for this. He said, "Oh, what?" "Yes, Tatsumaki-chan, he awakened his quirk." When it was heard, as Tatsumaki just said, "Really?" As she had a little big smile, said, "Yep. She has awakened a very strong quirk," the doctor said. "Really, where is he?" Said, "He's in the room and you'll be fucking surprised when you see him," she said. She said with a seductive voice and said, "You might even want to hug him to yourself, but Ape, not a chance, bitch, he is mine." He said, "Huh, in your dreams," she said as she went into the room. As she saw Izuku sleeping Izuku's face, as she was completely fucking baffled. As she just saw, said Izuku said, "How the heck is this possible? This is Izuku?" Now, you see, imagine the brown fucking hair to green and the eyes green, emerald color eyed. As they all just, Tsubaki was just fucking baffled as she had a fucking blush. As she said, what the fuck? That's Izuku?" As Izumi said, "Yep, didn't I tell you you'll be surprised? That's Izuku right there." As Tsubaki just looking at Izuku's face as said, "He becomes so manly because of just fucking one accident." As she had a drool in her fucking lip as she said, that part also look a little bit bigger than usual," and said, "Yes, if you're wondering, yes, the part also look a little bit bigger than usual. What I mean is his dicks look a little bit bigger." As Izuku wake up and said, damn. As both Izumi and Tatsumaki just, they were shooken from their core as they know Izuku won't even fucking dare curse. As he said, "Motherfucker, that fucking truck." As they both were fucking core to the shock, said, Hey Izumi, hey Tatsumaki-chan, as he said with the same, not the timid voice, but it was the manly voice as they heard. As they both said, Izuku, you cursed, said, huh? I guess I did, maybe. Why is the surprise? You don't curse, Izuku, Izumi said. Said, maybe I curse after, Bakugo shit, he said, oh yeah, as Tatsumaki started to laugh and said, now you're playing in my game, Izuku, as she just patted Izuku's shoulder with a force, but with a little bit of force, but she thought that Izuku might fall because she unconsciously used her strength, or you can say telekinesis. Not telekinesis, stronger esper abilities, as she used gravity a little bit, so she tried to make Izuku fall, but to her surprise, Izuku wouldn't even budge. As she said, what? As she said, Izumi, what kind of quirk does Izuku has? The doctor said it has something to do with kinetic energy or some kinetic force. As he is Tatsumaki, as she said, I gotta be careful, he's strong. She said, but then again said, my darling is strong. Okay, why? Why gotta need to be careful? As everything goes on, Izuku returned home, but he never returned to school after that, but he was still waiting for the reaction. The next day, our main protagonist or change protagonist Izuku Midoriya came into the Dagobah beach as he started his training. First, Sabatar teach him how to fly, but at first it was difficult because how he would crash in the water many times. But the second, he started to use his laser vision. As the laser vision part, it hurt his eyes at first because his body was still adjusting to the quirk all above all. Then the super strength part, it was natural for the body. As his body became toner every day, every moment that he trained with Sabatar. As for Sabatar, his ability stayed the same. It didn't change. But let's just say a little bit of weaker. The ability become a little bit of weaker, but through time it is gonna get to the reach level of Izuku, but not the real level of Izuku. Izuku is still long way, as then he tried to use the creation ability the the sixth user had. As he tried to use the creation part. To surprise of Izuku can create sword without even fucking thinking. He doesn't need any kind of picturing what kind of sword he needs. If a random sword appear. But to surprise of both, it was not a random sword, it was a katana. The sword changed into something, you can say. As our main character said, it's a creation ability, right? Izuku said. As Sabatar nodded and said, and I can create a few elements that attack with it. Said, elements attack? Yes. Coat your sword with fire magic or fire. Said, imagine it, okay. As Izuku tried to coat it with fire, but to both of the surprise, Izuku got black flames. As Sabatar said, damn, that flames are cool. As Izuku said, so Sabatar senses, so what? You are cooler than me, Izuku. Wow, Izuku said. Yes, wow indeed, my boy. I am very proud of you on that part. And the invincible body or indestructible body, that's still on progress, I guess. Your body is still adjusting to the new power. Maybe. As Sabater has noticed the part where his body does not glow like Izuku's, like every time he uses his indestructible body or super strength, his body glow with a red glow around it. The red glow symbolized that Izuku is using the power, and Izuku was not like him. Like everything for Sabater, everything was like glass, but for Izuku, he could turn off his quirk. He could turn off his quirk at a point whenever he tried to touch a soft spot. Izuku improved his laser vision into the point where he could even direct his laser vision into another people. Like he could also change the direction of the laser vision. As Izuku has already learned ice breath. As the ice breath was not strong ice, you can say The ice is stronger than before. Now for Izuku. Izuku and both Sabatar, they started flying. They wanted to go on a race a little bit. Now it is the 5-month mark. As the 5 months has already passed, Izuku's relationship with both Izumi and Tatsumaki has changed. Tatsumaki has been literally clinging on to Izuku more, and she started to like his new personality. A new personality, fighting type of personality, but he was still not ready for going to the school. But he was still going to school, so yeah, he gotta go for the plot. And nah, he doesn't go to school anymore. Fuck the school. For Tsubaki, Izuku mainly hang out with Tatsumaki in her house mainly, and Fubaki literally likes Izuku. She does not mind literally. She said, Izuku ni-san. Yes, she does like to spend time with Izuku, so yeah, fuck awesome. And Izuku. The 5-month mark happened as they were racing in the whole fucking earth, as the speed was not equal, but Sabatar was faster. Even with weakened power, but he was still faster. Sabatar was more faster, but Izuku was becoming faster, adapting to his new ability, adaptation that he got from Sabatar. His ability he started to adapt to more various situations more mainly. As Sabatar saw that his ability, he needed 1 month to adapt to something. For Izuku, he adapt to pretty much simple thing in seconds. Sabatar needed time, but for Izuku it was a very big amount of power boost. And Sabatar has noticed that how Izuku's anger issue has a problem a little bit. As Sabatar saw, when Izuku get angry, a red like aura surround him, and there is something fucking blast around him. Like there is he's a fucking human bomb, let's just say. As Sabatar get him a little bit some anger issue classes, so he is trying to control his anger. Pretty much well apparently. Now the day of the exam, Izuku has already given new photo of him, so yeah, how he looked like. Izuku went into the exam. As he is the written part, for Bakugo, he didn't recognize Izuku was sitting there. When he recognized Izuku, when Tsumaki said, "Hey Izuku," as Izuku said, "Oh hey Tsumaki-chan," as Bakugo heard his voice, but it was different as he said. As he was just looking at Izuku for a moment, as he said, "What? This is the nerd?" As he was wide-eyed for a moment, as he said, "Nope, no fucking chance. Tsubaki is playing with me. Hey Tsubaki, you're fucking playing with me." "No, I'm not fucking playing with you." As she just literally clinged onto Izuku's right arm, as she said, "So, which training ground are you in?" As Izuku did shudder for a moment, but then again he got fixed himself. B. Obama's, but let's see who does the better. Said, "Yep." As Tsumaki still hasn't seen Izuku's power, so she still doesn't know it. As for Izuku, oh yeah, boy, Izuku is gonna having fun here. He said, "I'm gonna fucking destroy everything today." As for as President Mike explained about the 120 pointer, everything happened as Ida did not call out to Izuku, but he called out to some other extra. Now Izuku just looking at Ida's expression, as he said, "That kind of fucking person is a fuckboy, so yeah, fuckboy, be careful of him, too stuck up to rules." As Izuku just sighed and said, "He's gonna be a hassle." As Izuku just saw a girl with chocolate brown hair, and she was just nervous a little bit, she was shaking. As Izuku said, "I gotta comfort a little bit, girls. But I'm still, I don't believe it. I become so confident," he said to himself. As he was approaching the girl, when Ida suddenly came to his shoulder and said, "Are you gonna disturb that girl?" As Izuku just looked at him for a moment, then he said, "What is it to you?" "Do you know her?" Izuku said to him. As Ida said, "No, you are disturbing her. She is trying to focus on the exam, and you are gonna hinder a student for getting into UA." as Izuku said. Izuku was just looking at that man for a moment as he said, "You know, man, you shouldn't even fucking talk with me if you want fucking your own fucking private bubble. Go on, fucking piss off other people. Don't piss off me, or else there gonna be few casualty," he said. His eyes glow red as Ida shifted his hand away from him because knowing killing intent coming towards him. As Ida said, "I was just you fuck." As before he could say anything, Izuku heard President Mike said, "Go, go, go! In the real battle, there are no fucking countdowns." As they both started running. As for Izuku, he just disappeared out of existence. As everybody could saw, they saw a blur. As for Ida, he had a speed type quirk like me, but he's way more faster. As let's just say, in the observation room, the teacher just fucking literally seeing a blur, defeating every robot in the path it's coming. It's even demolishing everything. As for Saboteur just laughing hard, very very hard. As Nezu just said, "So Saboteur, this is my student." As Saboteur was laughing way more hard. And if you're wondering who get one for all, Izumi. Now how did Izumi get one for all? It's a fucking secret. I'm gonna reveal a little bit of later. As All Might said, "So he is a student," said yes. And suddenly All Might said, "Judging by his power, I can clearly see that he has your power. Are you sure he is a student or is he your illegitimate son?" As Saboteur just said, "You can say a son type of character in my life," he said. As Saboteur had the biggest smile on his face as he can make. Izuku destroying here and there, getting him 300 points fairly. As he said, that's enough. I have already defeated All Might's record," he said. As he did not fly because he did not want it to make a little mess here, being too powerful. As he jumped into the building with his fucking super jump, he was already way too unstoppable. As he jumped into the building, seeing other candidate play out how they are doing. Now for Izuku's main quirk that he's gonna show. Izuku's gonna show the super strength, super jump, and laser vision. The ice breath, I'm not gonna show them. Super strength, super speed, in the indestructibility is gonna be a little bit later, but not now. They are not gonna see it. As he uses a little bit of laser to help people, gaining him some hero points unconsciously. As Saboteur just having a smile as he said, "All Might, he destroyed your record," he said with the biggest smile as he can. He said, "Yes, of course, your student, he would destroy it." As yes, Saboteur did not make any records. You see, he fucking thought it was fucking retarded making record and fuck. For Izuku, he was just helping fuckers, so he get 400 literally. 400, and now he was waiting. Then he heard a little noise as Kyokojiro, yes, fuck you all. She was stuck into the rebel, not Uraraka. You know why? You see, I don't see Uraraka as a potential ship for this deku apparently. This deku is way too hard for her. Nope. Fuck her. She does not deserve this deku. She does not deserve his cock. As the earphone jack girl, she was just fucking stuck into the rubble. As Izuku saw this, as Izuku said, "Yep, I gotta show my strength." As Izuku with his blinding speed, he appears literally in front of the earphone jack girls as the 0 pointers were about to crush her. When the 0 pointer put his foot on where they were, as the 0 pointer stopped. As the 0 pointer stopped in his place, as the 0 pointer was shaking. As the camera saw Izuku Midoriya lifting up the 0 pointer with bare one hand, as he as he just throw the 0 pointer up above his head. As he delivered a kick, sending the 0 pointer into space just by the sheer force and making few shock waves. As the shock wave connect, some of the part the city broke. As the teacher said, "Whoa." As for the earphone jack girl, Izuku lifted up the rubble and taking her into a battle style. As for Jiro, she was just fucking blushing. Blushing madly, I said, "This manly man. Ooh, this cool man has me in his arm. Oh shit. What do I do? I'm so red." Ah, fuck you all. As Izuku just took her to the recovery girl where she is gonna arrive. As she healed Jiro's ankle. Yeah. As Izuku said, "So are you okay?" As Jiro said, "Yeah, recovery girl healed me." As she was blushing a little bit, said, are you okay? I think you have a fever. Your face is red." As he put his hand on Jiro's forehead, as she blushed even more. As he said, "Oh shit, your fucking whole head is burning. Are you really sure you're okay?" As Jiro said, "Yes, I am okay." Said, "I'm Kyokajiro." As Izuku said, "Nice to meet you, Izuku Midoriya, me." As they talk about each other, as Kyoka said, "Would you like to hang out sometime?" As Izuku just said, a second girl number, why the fuck not? As he said, "Hey, why not?" As they could change contact information there, as they chat. They're gonna chat soon, very, very soon. As for Izuku was waiting for the fucking exam to finish. As Izuku was very proud, as Avatar, he was very proud. As he said, "That's my fucking boy." As he has Avatar for now, he sees Izuku as his son fully. And let's just say, if anything happened to Izuku, he's not gonna leave anyone right there. You see, he has already listened to Izuku's story. How did everything his childhood gone? As Avatar wanted to make Bakugo not to accept into any hero school at all, even to block off his quirk by his own quirk. But then Izuku stopped, said, "No, Sabater, no, Sabater Sensei, we don't need to do this." As Sabater just said and said, "Kid, your kindness is way out of other people, but I like you, kid. And don't be hesitant if the Bakugo try to kill you. Just tell me. I will do everything in my power to make him pay." Said, "Okay, at least that will be satisfied." Said, "Okay." As now Izuku and Jiro, they both did chat. They chat with each other. They did chat with each other. As Jiro has told little Momo about her savior. As Momo was, let's just say, Momo, when she saw Izuku's face, she had a little fucking blush. As said, "That's a Prince Charming right there." I said, "See, I told you, right?" As they both also met Izuku met Momo. As they become friends, clearly. As Jiro got a little, uncomfortable around Momo, because Momo is trying to hug up all Izuku to herself. As Jiro is still not brave enough to tell Izuku that she likes him, so yeah. As they ask Izuku about his quirk, as Izuku said, fuck, as he said to himself, said, that's a secret there. I don't understand my quirk myself quietly. You see, my quirk has multiple abilities. You see, I can shoot laser from my eyes, super strength. In some few things that I have for my trump card." Said, "That's very nice quirk." As Momo said, my quirk is creation." As Izuku said, "Fuck's sake, if something happen, I know how to create also." I said, my quirk earphone jack, you can see how I do." She explained her quirk. Is Izuku the talking finished? As for Tsubaki, she feels something is getting, let's just say, ripping away. Someone is taking Izuku away from her in thought somewhere. As Tsubaki just shrugged this thought away and said, "Nope. Izuku. He's still shy around to talk to girls." But how wrong she was. Izuku became a player already. And now, the first day of UA, as Izuku entered the school, as his hero costume, it was like this for now. As Izuku said, I do like my hero costume, but since his clothes is gonna be too suspicious. For Izuku, he doesn't care. He will literally at the under his school uniform. He will always wear this after the UC battle training arc incident. He's always gonna wear two sets of clothes like this. As the first day opened, as Aizawa came the same as the anime, as everything. And Uchakuro tried to introduce to she also introduced to her Deku. Deku does not mind, said, "Oh, cool." As for Ida, he cannot literally even face Deku right now. He knows that Deku is way powerful than him, so he respects Deku way too much. For Bakugan Shoto, it was a fucking shock as their whole world disappeared from then there. Izumi stopped hanging out with them. After telling Izumi that who bullied Izuku through all year, she stopped talking to them. It was like a shocking news. For Bakugo, it was just stressful. He had no fucking friends other than the icy hot bastard. As icy hot bastard, also no one. He did become cold to other, but he became more cold because he lost only friends, as they won't even talk to him. Baku was always alone. He started to become more and more aggressive toward Deku, as he said, "Deku, that damn Deku, after getting his quirk, he's become Mr. Popular, huh?" As he said, "I gotta put him to his place," but hey, how wrong he was. As Aizawa came, the quirk assessment test on, as said, Aizawa said, "Hey Midoriya, take this." I said, "Yes." What was your score at the middle school what was your softball throw in the middle school? As Izuku said, should I tell him? Fuck. He said, He said to himself and said, I shouldn't tell him that, just fucking 25 meters. As he said, why not? 25 meters, he said. As Aizawa had a surprising look in his face as he said, "Are you sure, kid?" Aizawa said, "Yep, 100% sure." As Aizawa just shrugged it off and said, 25 meters, that's fucking bullshit, he said. As said, "Now, okay, use your quirk." As Izuku just said, interesting. As Izuku's hand glow in a red aura that surrounds in the picture you're seeing. Izuku's hand started to glow in a red like aura. As he said, "I guess I'm gonna have fun." Smash! He may not be All Might fan, but he still liked the attack name, but he just said, "Smash!" There was a big ash, let's just say crater, where he was standing. And the ball, it was like the meteor was fucking moving. The ball was getting out of atmosphere as the ball melt away. As Aizawa said, "Wow, infinity, huh? Interesting." As Izuku said to him, "That wasn't even my 100%, but still, I'm way too strong for this." And the crater, oh shit. As I said, now next, everything happened the same. Izuku just literally demolished every fucking one there. As for Aizawa said to Izuku, "Izuku Midoriya number 1 and last place. Toru Hagakure, yes, so I don't like the fucking invisible girl character, but fuck her. She is out of UA. And Wine Girl, Ibara Shizuka, she is gonna come in class 1E. Fuck you all. She's gonna come in class 1E as... Yeah, I guess I'm gonna stop here, or I do wanna continue, but I wanna stop very badly. Oh fuck, let's keep going, see when I'm able to go. As we see the next day, the battle training arc began. The battle training arc. All Might came into the door as the anime said, "I'm coming to the door like a normal person," as he was about to finish that sentence. The number 2 hero came as he smacked All Might into let's just say into the back of his head, as knocking All Might into the wall. As he said, That's not a normal way to enter the fucking classroom, retard," he said. As All Might said, you really gotta be a fucking strict instructor here also, man. Loosen up a little bit," All Might said. "Nope," All Might said, as he said. "So maggots, are you ready to become are you ready to take the most important class of this year?" he said. As everyone just said yes, they shouted in a military manner. The person who shouted in a military manner, it was Deku, and the other were just said yay, as they were a few scared because they know the number 2 hero personality. It was very cold. As the number 2 hero grinned a little bit, seeing Izuku, as he said, the someone at least have some manner how to behave," he said. As for Izuku, he just said, "Yep, my life is fucking heavens." As now they took their hero costume, is when Izuku came out of the locker room, as everybody just looked at Izuku's hero costume, it was fucking awesome. At first he thought, why red, but then he said, hey, why not red? He's gonna change it already, so fuck you all, red. As Uraka and other girls just seeing his hero costume, they blush. Why they blush? They are seeing his fucking 8 packs. They are seeing his fucking physiques. They cannot fucking handle themselves. As for the boys, Kirishima just said, oh man, that body, I wanna have that body. Ow, he said. But then he started to get little buddy with Izuku, so he gets some few tips. As for Izuku, he was fucking happy. The girls were happy, so yeah, and for Tsubaki, she had a fucking tsundere vibe, as she said, acting all cool again, as she just had a small blush as she looked away, as Izuku could tell. Tsundere, I like it very much, he said, as he get close to her in a few seconds, as he said, you know, my Tsundere-chan, you look very cute when you pout, he said, as causing Tsusamaki to even blush even fucking more, as she said, oh, why am I getting so impressed by this man? What is he? As Izuku was in a play, Izuku's team was Izuku and Jiro, yes, fuck you all, Izuku Jiro, as they were up against Shoto Todoroki and Katsuki Bakugo are fucking terrorists. As for Izuku was grinning to ear, as he said, fuck you all, I'm gonna destroy you. So guys, goodbye.